Well, talk about surprises. This final match of the entire tour seems to be throwing up a few. We saw the demise of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan after that good partnership, and suddenly you started revising a final total in your mind. Is it going to be 320, 330 again? Guess what? Hardik Pandya and Rishabh Pant didn't get that memo. Have a look at where we stand at this stage. 243 for 4 by a distance. India's best effort at this stage with 15 overs still to go. Remember, they've got 112 and 126 respectively in the first two games, and that too in the last 10, not the last 15. So you can just add a few more to that and see where this total could possibly go. Wonder if Joy has the answers. I'm in the company of Joy Bhattacharya on Crickbuzz Combox. This could have monumental proportions, but from England's point of view, it could just be the matter of 1 or 2 wickets to halt that.
Absolutely. I mean, the toughest thing about predicting the total out here is just who's going to survive. If these guys bat on, if the two of them can bat on, or if the two of them or Kunal, these three can play 12 of the next 15 odd overs, then nothing below 350. Okay? If they don't, if 2 wickets fall in a hurry and you have one of them trying to protect the strike or something like that happens, this total could even drop below 200. It could get 290, 300, 305. So that's the thing, because when you lack wickets, that's what can happen towards you there. But what an absolutely fantastic counter-attacking partnership. This is one of the finest counter-attacking partnerships I've ever seen in Indian ODI cricket.
Yeah, it can't be easy because you know that you were expecting the platform to be garnished in a sense after that 100 partnership by Virat Kohli, by KL Rahul coming in at number 5. I know they sent Rishabh Pant earlier than him. But when both fail, you're thinking even a Pant, even an impetuous Pant and a Hardik will just hold on a little bit. Nope, it's counter-attack day. Intent has to be shown and intent will be shown.
Yeah, I mean, the comparison I get, which is the most famous comparison that I can remember offhand, was Arvinder De Silva in the 1996 World Cup semi-final. I mean, Jayasuriya and Kaluwatane go early, and he does not stop playing his shots. These two did not stop playing their shots, and it was glorious cricket to watch because you would expect 95 times out of 100, teams would slow down, take the singles, and say, let's rebuild the innings. These guys are not interested in rebuilding. They're interested in just going for it, because... And I think that's logical also, because what they're probably saying is that 280, 290 will not work on this pitch. This pitch is too good for 280, 290 to work. So if we are going to get 280, 290, we might as well not bother. Let's try and get 350. Even if we get 250, it's not that 250 and 280, 290 are too different in these circumstances.
Which in a sense has been the Owen Morgan England way that we're talking about. And why not? If they've got a formula that they're adopting, which is a formula about attitude, it's not a secret formula, then why not use it? And that's exactly what Joy was talking about there, that in fact, forget 280, 290, I think they would have realized that even a 320 or a 336 that they got in the last match was not enough. And have a look at the bowling. The irony is, we were talking about India going after the spinners, and certainly if you have a look at it in terms of runs, they have relatively upped the ante, but it's been at the cost of 4 wickets, Joy.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is interesting is the people who've got the wickets. I mean, all the wickets have gone to the spinners. Okay, Liam Livingstone got an absolute gift. An absolute gift. That's like that. You get wickets like that, once in every 100 matches. You tell yourself, wow, that was something that I never should have got. But Adil Rashid bowled beautifully, and Moeen Ali for me was a pick of them. I mean, that particular ball to get Virat Kohli, it seemed to be, that's what's interesting, a turning point of the match. Here's my problem though. If England can get a couple of wickets, then the likes of Shardul and Bhuvneshwar will not find it easy to tonk Mark Wood around. I mean, talking anyone, bowlers who can bowl at the high 80s, early 90s, they're not going to be easy to hit. So all England is saying is somehow let's just get a couple of wickets. After that, it's not going to be easy for India.
Yeah, but that's the if. That's if they can get through Hardik Pandya and Rishabh Pant. And then comes Krunal Pandya, who's shown exactly what his wares are as a newcomer in the Indian lineup, in this 50-over lineup. But just from England's point of view, there's 1 over of spin that they have to get out in the last 14. If you look at Liam Livingstone plus Moeen Ali plus Adil Rashid equaling 20 overs. They've got 19 out of them so far. So they've got to get 1 more over at some point in time. Do you reckon it'll be Rashid to finish his spell, Moeen because he was effective, or just throw it to Liam Livingstone saying maybe you'll get another gift? Who would you go to for that last over?
I think I'd go to simply because he bowls those googlies, and I think they won't try it in the 42nd or 43rd. they'll hope for a wicket, because if a wicket goes in, they'll quickly put in a spinner for another. If they don't get a wicket by the 42nd, 43rd, then they'll try and finish it earlier. Then they won't take it to the 47, 48. Though, if you think about it, Adil Rashid has bowled the death even in T20 international matches. So it's not as if he doesn't know how to bowl in the death. He's a very sharp bowler. He knows how to bowl in the death. My bet is, if any of these bowlers return and one of them has to, it has to be Adil Rashid.
Well, meanwhile, Sam Curran's going for a few. So everyone is now looking at how much can India set England in this final throw, the final one-day international, the final game of the summer. 336 wasn't enough. So we're really looking from this stage, Joy, 360 to be reasonable.
They'll be looking at 360. This pair will be, they're hanging around, they'll be looking at 360, 370. And they're certainly not giving up on their target right now, going by the mayhem that's happening behind us right now.
Well, just hold that thought. I was about to wrap up on Crickbuzz Combox when, unfortunately, one sentence too many from us, and we've conceded a wicket to England. It was... Apologies for all of you who believe in that curse, but whatever the case may be, it's come at a crucial time for England, Joy, because it's Rishabh Pant who's gone. Sam Curran, who got hit in that over, has come back to take the wicket, and it's now up to the Pandya brothers to see whether they can still keep up the 360 promise.
Yeah, things will change, and immediately I think a spinner will be got on. They'll finish that over off quickly, and I think a wicket of somebody like Rishabh Pant could easily make a 20-25 run swing. Let's hope the two brothers can make up for it.
Yep, it's all in the family right now. They'll want to take it to the end because this is the last recognized pair. We know Shardul can do it, but India would want these two brothers to stay on till the end and try and take it to 360. That's all on Crickbuzz Combox. We'll see you in the end.